Hi, this is John Blossom, and this is ContentWave. Today I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite features in Wave and some of the buggy things that have been annoying me. Let's take a look. Here's a quick tour of some of my favorite features and things that I've been developing and seeing in Wave so far this week. Probably one of the most fun things that I've been working with is the ability to organize content effectively. You'll see these colorful labels that are in my Wave inbox. These enable me to be able to understand where the content is in my folders and whether it's one of my public searches. So that allows me to understand quickly where it's organized and if I tuck it away somewhere, where it's likely to be. And tucking things away is very easy in Google Wave. One thing that you'll notice up here is the ability to archive, mute, or designate as spam various things that come into your inbox. If you archive it, it goes out of your inbox, but if it receives updates, it comes back into your inbox. If you mute content, it goes out of your inbox and will not come back in if it's updated. However, if you, for example, had something that was talking about extensions, you can go through the search mechanism and find your muted conversations. You can also find muted conversations by going into your all function. So muted content will remain available but won't be popping up to your attention. So it's a nice quick way to store things without throwing them into the neverland of a trash box, trash can, or what have you. And of course, spam does what spam should. So, the ability to have those three layers of being able to tuck content out of the way in addition to the folder mechanism and the public and the search mechanism, stored searches, I think is really useful. Another cool feature is the way that Google Wave allows you to get things out of the way. Here I'm clicking on the minimize functions on these components within Google Wave. They pop up to the top bar here, and all of a sudden I have a lot more screen real estate to look at my inbox that's in this zone and to be able to look at the content itself. I've also noticed that if people are pinging me using the Google Wave ping feature, you get a green box up here with somebody's pings. So it's a nice clean interface. It's not all over the place like some other things like Facebook. I understand things very simply here and find them very simply. Another content organization feature is the tags, which can be very useful for search purposes. You can specify tags in the search box to be able to find things as well if you're looking for content relating for specific topics. In terms of the content that I've been developing that I think is fun, well, of course, there's a ContentWave, which is a wave that I've developed that's a little bit like a blog, I hope. And as I get more robots embedded into the content, hopefully it'll act a little bit more like a blog and then something more than a blog, if you will. So in ContentWave, I have provided text, but also embedded video that people can look at to understand some of the things that I'm seeing in Wave there. And people are providing comments into that stream as well. So in addition to that, I have created my own listing of useful waves, interesting public waves that people can refer to. So it's kind of like my little bookmark that's available as well. So if people want to know some of the interesting waves that I'm looking at, that's also possible. I also have my own home page in Wave, which is a little bit like a profile page that you might have in Facebook, LinkedIn, or other social media services. Except this one I've handcrafted, and it includes my coordinate information, includes a map of where our offices are, can include photos as well if I wanted to, and also I've embedded a component called iWave that is taking information from my Facebook profile and putting it into this profile as well. I don't particularly like the way that embeds, so I tucked it down there for people to be able to know that it's there and to reference it, but I prefer my own format at this point. And when it comes to some of the other sorts of things that I'm putting out there, I've been able to do a little bit of my own authoring of content outside of ContentWave, including adding my own pictures, my own Twitter stream through objects as well. So the ability to embed content as well as objects is very useful. That brings me to some of the downsides, and here we have an example of one of the frustrating things of Google Wave right now. The environment that embeds objects is still very unstable. This is supposed to be an object that embeds my Twitter stream, and I think what's happening is that there are a lot of people, their first instinct is to do things like that, and a lot of these things are not necessarily working terribly well at this point. But some of them that do work very impressively, and as they get a little bit more stable, I hope to show you more of them. For the photos that I've been able to embed, it's basically drag and drop or pull up a window and insert through the traditional methods that you might have on your computer. And you can double click on the caption of a photo and change the text on it very easily and put in a user-friendly caption. One of the downsides of that, though, is that it's difficult to move photos around. You can insert them, but you really can't cut and paste attached documents, which is how the photos get in there, from one part of the document to another. They basically kind of stream down into the bottom of the document, and you can add content in between the photos if you'd like. So that's a whirlwind tour of some of the fun things that I'm finding in Google. I'm sure you have yours. Please share your ideas on ContentWave. That's it today for ContentWave. I look forward to your comments and your collaboration. Have a good day.